this video is about convergence and divergence. So basically convergence and divergence we see for a series. So basically a series can converge and it can diverge. Now what is a series? Series is, suppose we have some sequence of number 1 2 3 4 5 and dot dot, it keep on increasing like this to infinite number of terms. So this is my sequence, and series is what? Series is nothing but, if I write them by putting a plus sign between each of the terms of the sequence, then we get a series. Now when can this series be convergent and when can it be divergent? So this video is all about that. So a series can be convergent when the sum of all the terms, so the sum of all the terms, the sum of all the terms where k is equal to 1 to n, where sum of all the terms is equal to a finite number. If you add all the terms of that series and you get a finite number, then you can say that the series is convergent. But if it comes to be an infinite, if the sum is coming out to be infinite, then we say that one is to be a divergent. Okay, so this is all we have to know about divergent and convergent. So what we can say, that when Sn tends towards a finite value, when does it tend towards finite value? When the number of terms tends to infinity. So number of terms is infinity, just like this one. This for this series, the number of terms is tending towards infinity. So this series we call it as convergent. Now if Sn tends towards infinity, when n tends towards infinity, then we can say it to be divergent. So this is all about convergent and divergent. Now we have already studied about two different series, that is AP series, arithmetic series, and geometric series. So let us check whether those two series are convergent or divergent. So starting with arithmetic series, what we have is, so arithmetic series is basically the sum. What is the sum? I need the sum. So sum of n terms of an arithmetic series is what? So it is n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So this is basically the sum of n terms of an arithmetic series. Now I have to check whether this sum gives us a finite value when this n, when the number of terms is infinite, or this sum gives a finite value when n tends to infinity. If it gives a finite value, then we can say that the AP series is convergent, and if it gives an infinite value, then we can say that the AP series is divergent. So how can I do that? So this sum Sn, in here we have for n number of terms. So what I will do, I need for that n to tends towards infinity. So what happens to the sum when n tends towards infinity? So for this purpose I will use limit. So I will write limit n tends towards infinity. When the number of terms tends towards infinity, then what happens to the sum? So I will write the sum formula is this thing. So I will write limit n tends to infinity. We have n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So if you check carefully, if my n tends to infinity, all the n the n's in the given formula, in this formula, you see all the n's are positive. All the n's are positive as well as they are in the numerator. So since all the n's are positive and they are in the numerator, so when if n increases, then the sum increases. So if n goes to infinity, then the sum will also go to infinity. So this sum, when the terms are tending towards infinity, the sum of arithmetic series for infinite number of terms also tending towards infinity. So we can say that arithmetic progression is divergent. It is not convergent, it is divergent. Why? Because limit n tends to infinity, Sn is equal to infinity. That's why it's divergent. Now we'll check for geometric progression. So for geometric progression, what we have? So for geometric progression, so we have learned when my number of terms is n. So for number of terms is equal to n. So when my number of terms is n, we know the formula of Sn is what? It is a into r to the power n minus 1 divided by r minus 1. This is the formula. Now we have learned another formula when my n tends towards infinity. When my n tends towards infinity. So for n tending towards infinity, so basically n is equal to infinity when we have infinite number of terms. So for this one we have the sum as a divided by r minus 1. This is my sum. So now from the basic formula we can see that when, so if I write like this, limit n tends to infinity Sn. So what will be the sum of n terms when n tends to infinity for a GP? It will be this formula. So I will directly write a divided by r minus 1. That's the formula, because when n tends towards infinity, the sum of all terms of GP series tends towards a by r minus 1, because that's the formula that's given. So we can see that a by r minus 1 is not infinite, it's a finite value, and since it's a finite value, so we can say that my geometric progression is convergent. It's convergent. Okay, now there is one important thing to be noted. Now here this formula is for r greater than 1. This formula is for r greater than 1. Now if I have my r less than 1, what happens for r less than 1? For r less than 1, the sum of n terms formula is a into 1 minus r to the power n divided by 1 minus r. This is my formula, right? So for here, now if I look at here carefully, when my r is less than 1, so what happens? When my r is less than 1, limit n tends to infinity, I will write here a dot 1 minus r to the power n divided by 1 minus r. This is limit n tends to infinity. We are finding the sum, what is the value of this thing. Now if my r is less than 1, suppose I have 0.1 to the power square, this is coming out to be what? This comes out to be 0.01. Now if I do 0.1 to the power 4, you can use it with your calculator and you find out. This is what? 0.0001. So what I see is that when my inside portion, whenever this thing is less than 1, whenever this thing is less than 1, and if we increase the power, the number is decreasing, the number is becoming smaller and smaller. Now if I do 0.1 to the power infinity, then this one will be what? It will be tending towards 0. It will tend towards 0 because it will be very, very small. So remember this thing, whenever we have r to the power n and r is less than 1 and n tends towards infinity, so we can say that this r to the power n tends towards 0. So here I can have this one as, so see, r to the power n tends towards 0. So what we have here, a divided by 1 minus r. That's what we get when r is less than 1. So this is what we have. Now for this one it is convergent. Now the same formula, if I have, so limit n tends to infinity a dot 1 minus r to the power n divided by 1 minus r, if I have r greater than 1. If my r is greater than 1, then what happens? So if my r is greater than 1, it means what? Suppose I write 5. 5 is greater than 1. So 5 to the power infinity is what? That is infinity. 5 to the power infinity is infinity. So here we have, if I write carefully, limit n tends to infinity a dot. So in the numerator we have infinity. So basically we can see that answer is coming out to be infinity. So we have this one as infinity. So for r greater than 1, the GP series becomes divergent. It becomes divergent. So for r greater than 1, GP series becomes divergent. Okay. So these are the two things we have. Let me just go to one of the problems what we can discuss in here. Okay, so here we have this question. One plus, let's prove this one. We have one of the questions in the book, that is question number 2 from page number 166. So we have to prove this thing, that this sequence is convergent or divergent. 1 plus 3 by 4 plus 9 by 16 plus 27 by 64 plus dot 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 dot. So first thing what I will do is I will check whether this series is AP or GP. Now if I try to find the difference between these two, it is not equal to the difference between these two. So it means what? It's not in AP. If the difference between two consecutive terms are not equal, then we can say that it is not in AP. So the next thing we'll do what? We'll check whether it's in GP or not. And how can we check whether it's in GP or not? So just find the ratio of this thing. So 3 by 4 divided by 1 is equal to what? 3 by 4. And 9 by 16 divided by 3 by 4. How much you get? It becomes 9 by 16 into 4 by 3. So 4, and this one is coming 3. So again it's coming 3 by 4. So what you see, that this given series is in GP. And the first term of the series is what? 1. And the common ratio is what? 3 by 4. The common ratio is 3 by 4. So the formula of Sn will be what? So Sn is what? I am finding the sum of n terms of this GP. So it will be A into 1 minus r to the power n divided by 1 minus r. That's the formula. So what we have in here is A. Achha, A is 1, so I don't need to write that thing. A is 1. So 1 minus 3 by 4 whole to the power n divided by 1 minus 3 by 4. So basically this one is coming out to be 1 minus 3 by 4 whole to the power n divided by 1 by 4. So 4 will go up, so it becomes 4 into 1 minus 3 by 4 whole to the power n. Achha, we made a mistake in here. This one will be 4 goes up, 1 minus 3 by 4 whole to the power n. This is what we have, right? So this is my Sn. But now we have to check what? For convergent or divergent, I will check when n tends towards infinity, whether this sum gives us a finite value or infinite value. So what I will do, I will write limit n tends to infinity Sn. So that is equal to what? That is equal to limit n tends to infinity 4 into 1 minus 3 by 4 whole to the power n. Now where does this tends to? Now I already told you, we see here 3 by 4 to the power n, right? Now 3 by 4 is what? Less than 1. 3 by 4 is less than 1. Now since it's less than 1 and in the head of 3 by 4 it's n. Now n is tending towards infinity. So basically we can have what? 4 into 1 minus 3 by 4 to the power infinity. And I told you what? Whenever we have the power as infinity and the thing whose power is infinity is less than 1, then that one will become 0. So this 3 by 4 to the power infinity becomes 0. So the answer becomes what? It becomes 4. That's how we get, because it's 0. So 4, 1 minus 0, that it becomes 4. So since it's a finite value, so we can say that this sequence is convergent. So we can write hence the given sequence is convergent, because the sum of terms for infinite terms is giving a finite value, that is 4. So it is convergent. Okay.